I am Pragya and I bring to you excerpts from the current issue of Outlook. The issue looks at two cover stories. One, in which Outlook continues to cover Gaza and reaffirms its commitment to bearing witness. In this issue, there's a double cover with a dedication to poet and academic Rafat al-Harir, also called the Voice of Gaza, who was killed in an Israeli airstrike. The cover is an image composed of many images of ruins and remnants in Gaza, arranged as a mountain to show the scale of loss. End of an Era by Rakhi Bose from Outlook. A resurgent BJP may have hurt the Congress, but it has also belittled the importance of regional and smaller parties in national politics. History repeats itself, first as tragedy, the second time as farce, said Karl Marx. Bijapur resident, activist, and first-time Vidhan Sabha candidate Ashok Talandi couldn't sleep the night before the election results. Most exit polls had predicted a return of the Congress in Chhattisgarh. On the ground, though, Talandi, fighting the elections under the newly formed Hamar Raj Party, knew that the change was in the air and even felt hopeful. For the last 2 years, Bijapur had seen massive anti-incumbency and Adivasi protests against the sitting Congress MLA Vikram Mandavi, and the Congress appeared to be losing ground in several tribal seats. Could Talandi, who had been campaigning about Adivasi rights and PESA implementation, have an actual shot? After all, the BJP candidate, Mahesh Gagde, not unlike him, came from a social work background and had a clean image, but no political clout. A few rounds of counting, however, were enough for Talandi to feel that he hadn't made it. Mandavi eventually won the seat after a close contest with the BJP with just over 2,000 votes. Despite the BJP not having a strong face and Congress MLAs facing anti-incumbency, the fight became bipolar. The other candidates, despite being locally popular, barely got votes, which means that voters did not vote for the candidates but the party, he says. Talandi's dejection matches that of hundreds of candidates who have been fighting elections independently, under regional parties or smaller banners. Among the 90 seats in Chhattisgarh, just one seat managed to go beyond the Congress-BJP binary and was won by the Gondwana Ganatantra Party, even as the BJP won 54. The HRP, which contested nearly 50 seats and even appeared to be leading initially in the Khuji seat, was completely routed. Regional players faced the same fate in other parts of Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Telangana, where they failed to make a dent in the BJP's vote bank, though they did eat into the Congress's votes in some seats. In the run-up to the crucial 2024 elections, the current election trends may be indicative of not just the BJP's dominance in the Hindi belt, but also of a shift in the country's party system, from a multi-party coalition era to one-party dominance at the center and bipolarity in the states. For this and more, read the current issue of Outlook.